So the lady's like, oh, I'll give you a new ticket. I don't know, you splash around is how I would describe this. Splash around and then you try to get close to the, like, ew, that's nasty water. A cow took a shit in that water and now you're splashing around. Welcome back to rewatching all of these old Hey Arnel videos. They're like Hey Arnel vlog reviews, where we rewatch all these videos and kind of give you a little bit more context. This is kind of like the director's cut, where you kind of see a little bit more details about, like what's going on and, give you a little bit context of the, place and whatnot. So the last one we just watched was Auger Falls. Now we're currently at Mermaid Hole. Okay. Now, I think I started a rumor, which I renamed this Mermaid Hole to Mermaid's Bunghole, and I think people like calling it Mermaid's Bunghole because it's funny. But yeah, so the real name is Mermaid Hole, not Mermaid Bunghole. Man, I don't know if I should even keep this in the video itself. This is so weird. So this Mermaid Hole is on the Jerome side, and it's kind of like there's this grade that kind of goes down to that broken bridge, and as you're kind of going down, there's this water that comes off from the golf course, and then it goes over the edge of a cliff, and then it falls down, and then it goes into another waterfall. So it's like a double waterfall, basically. So I think who told me about this was one of Hey Arnel viewers. So I take zero credit of finding out about this place. Somebody just told me about it, and then I was like, where is it? And then they're like, it's on the Jerome side as you're kind of going down the grade. And then I think they try to point me into the spot. Maybe I did some research to try finding it, but I found it, and here it is. So it looks like I go to Mermaid Hole and 1,000 Springs. So, because I was on the Jerome side, so might as well kind of deal. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Day 21. So I shaved. This is so crazy. So I must have put like a tripod, and then I showed the whole shaving process like in a time lapse. But this is probably a phone that you're watching here. Mowed the lawn. And again, with all of this like fast food stuff. Oh my God, this is hilarious here. So I go to this. So before all this whole adventure deal, I go to the car wash. You get like a little piece of paper, and then you punch it in, and then you go into the car wash, and then your car starts getting washed, basically. It's kind of like a redemption kind of deal. You go to the gas station, get your code, type it in here, and then it fires it up, essentially. So I punch it in, like, come on in, come on in. Maybe I did something wrong here, but okay. So I come in here, and then no water starts happening. It's just like washing my car without water. And I was like, this car wash is broken. I don't know what's going on. This is like where it's on Washington, the McDonald one. So what ended up happening really was like I go into the car wash. I went to the car wash, and nothing happened. So I go outside. I go into the gas station. I'm like, hey, this ticket didn't do anything. So the lady's like, oh, I'll give you a new ticket. So she gives me a new ticket. I go type it in again. I go into the car wash again, and the same exact thing happens. No water happens. And then I'm like, I'm over this goddamn freaking car wash. So I'm like, I'm going to go to another car wash. So this is me now at another car wash. I just abandoned that car wash. It was like, because my other option was like, oh, I got to go explain this again. I was like, no, I'm just going to forget the $5 or whatever the heck it was and just go somewhere else. Nobody believed me. Yeah, so this is me saying Oasis stole my money. Technically, they did. It was like 5, $7, but I was too lazy to go ahead and tell the lady again the same problem is happening. So I was like, forget it. I'll just go wash my car somewhere else. So this is now on the Jerome side. You can kind of park up top, and now there's a gate over there, so you have to park up top itself. Back in the day, you could go down this grade all the way to the bottom, but it's no longer the case because the road is all washed out. It's all messed up. See, this is me saying like, okay, so this is it. So this is kind of like where I was like, this is it, mermaid's hole. So it's you kind of go in there, and then I got in my shorts, and then you kind of jump in, and then I don't know, you splash around is how I would describe this. Splash around, and then you try to get close to the waterfall itself. If you get under, I don't think I've ever gotten underneath it where all of that water was hitting me. I just kind of got close to it. So this was fun. Here's me, like I'm getting into it. Now, a lot of people gave me a lot of backlash on this. And the main backlash on this whole thing was like, ew, that's nasty water. But really, this is the same water that's in the Snake River. This is Snake River water, basically. A lot of people were commenting like, oh, a cow took a shit in that water and now you're splashing around. I don't know. And like, this is nasty. And it's fine. Maybe go take a shower or something. If you ever swim in the Snake River, it's the same water. Okay, here I go. Oh yeah, so this was, I really liked this video because it's kind of like what this video is doing is it's almost capturing, I call it a moment. And this is like me super happy, like right here splashing around on this, at this mermaid hole. There I go. It's just so fun. And I think I definitely got a whole bunch of other people to go here to do this because they're like, well, look at that guy having so much fun. I want to go have some fun. So I would say this is like one of those. And then the other thing is like, as you're kind of walking around here, there's like rocks that are like you're feeling around. When there's no water, sometimes I'll go over there and pick up the big rocks and move them out of the way. So that way, if anybody kind of comes here again, it's a little bit easier to kind of walk around this. So you're just going to try to get closer. I would say the water is like up to like chest, just maybe like chest deep. Here's me getting some drone shots of it. And then underneath this, so this is like a waterfall. Waterfall goes through a tube and then goes to another waterfall itself. I had a lot of fun on this. Like, I know that I think a lot of like teenager and kids, this is kind of like their hangout spot, and everybody kind of likes to go swimming around here or something like that. Try to get close, There's a lot of water. It hurts. Like if you do this, like if you try to get that, look, my hand is just getting like pummeled right there, just like smack. But it's so much fun. It's like makes me happy watching this video. Like this was really cool. Oh yeah, and there's like you gotta climb up that a little bit. So now, so basically what I did was since I was on the Jerome side, I went back in the car and then I went towards Jerome. And just before you get to the exit, there's like a road that you take a left and you're just gonna go straight and then it'll lead you to Thousand Springs, basically. So this is kind of like this. It's like an aquifer coming out of the canyon, basically, and it's a waterfall, and it goes into this like a fish hatchery, basically. So here it is. So I need to go over here again and get some new shots of this place. Maybe that's what I'll do today. I don't know. Get some new shots, but these are good shots already. Even with the Phantom 3, look at that. And there's like a Thousand Springs. Yeah, it's a spring water. And so yeah, this is kind of like where people kind of like go check it out at. And then there's like a crystal clear lake or crystal lake down the road a little bit if you just keep following it. I think that's where I go next. It's a really nice spot. I think a lot of people would take their photos, but it's really hard to get a good angle of this. So this is me saying I'm going to go further down. And then this is the lake. A really good fishing spot over here on the, yeah, right here, right here. See, bam, look at that. It's like a double. I think I jumped in this water too. So yeah, so I snorkeled around here once and I jump in. Uh, so I did like a skinny dip here kind of deal. Uh, yeah, this is like, oh yeah, so this is kind of like, this is kind of me explaining that like there's a really absurd, crazy moment here. Cause like when I did this, like did skinny dipping here, hopefully, oh my gosh, I'm admitting that I did skinny dipping here. No, this never happened here. uh yeah, maybe, sure, it happened. I don't know. But what happened was when I did that, it was kind of like in slow motion. Like this whole skinny dip thing happened in like very slow motion. Like or felt like that. I don't know. It's very really hard to describe it. So basically the idea here was I was gonna go back here and then jump in again, but obviously not gonna dip again. It was just gonna be in shorts, and then I was at a drone at that time, so I was like, I'll jump in again and see what happens. So I did. So I came out, and then here's me just. Whoop. This is kind of like me teasing like the clip that's about to come, you know. Did I not jump? Where's the jump? Like how do I not see the jump? That's so crazy. I thought I showed the jump here. I think what happened here is I was like, that's weird because like there's a cutout here. Okay, so that's interesting. I just noticed this now. So I think there was like a clip here that got cut out, and I think it got cut out because it got flagged for like a song. So basically, what I had to do was I had to go in there and then I had to basically click remove this section from the video because it had it got red flagged basically. Because sometimes on YouTube, if you use a very popular song and then the artist says no, you can't use this, then it just mutes it. So I think what I did is I just basically hit remove that portion of that clip and that's it. But basically, what your essential, well, so thankfully, this is why I got the original video. So there you go. So I guess you learned something on this video too, that a portion of this video is gone. Or maybe that's another video. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Moving on to the next video. We're going to stop this here and then keep on going.